we're working on a Z71 Black Widow. It's a cool truck, but it is Chevy black. I think the actual color is just black, which is Black Raven from Cadillac. Any detailers out there, any novice, anyone with this color will know that it is an absolute nightmare. When it's polished, coated, done, it looks amazing. There's not a better black out there in my opinion, period. But this color scratches so easy. I'm talking, you look at it, it scratches. You wipe it off with a microfiber that's not perfect, it scratches. I just did a brand new GMC 2500 in the same color a couple weeks ago, and it came from the dealership to the shop and it was already super scratched up. This color is a nightmare to work on. Kind of developed a process to keep it nice. I mean, you polish this thing, guys, you wipe it off with a microfiber, you'll scratch it before you coat it. So I figured this would be a great truck for me to make a video on for you guys. I'm gonna flip the camera around here and show you how this paint looks on this truck. And this truck does not have that many miles on it at all. I'll show you what we're up against. All right, guys, I got the camera pretty zoomed in here just so you can see the scratches in this paint. And it is hit. It is super scratched up here. You can see fingerprints on the gas door here just from touching it. Okay, we're over here at the driver door. This is just from, you know, grabbing the door with your hand. You can see how scratched up this gets. It is almost white in those areas. There you go. So you guys get the idea. This is a very big truck with a bunch of really tight spots. So this is a very, very big project, big hours, but it will look super badass when it's done. We'll get to work. I'll probably work through the night tonight, at least till 10 or 11, 12, 1. We'll see how it goes. All right, here we go. Let's get it. So the plan is going to be to use a CarPro microfiber pad with Scholl shock to cut as step one. Then we're going to step up to a blue foam pad from Rupes, and on this we're going to use Fixer, and then hopefully for the final we are going to use Essence on a yellow pad. That being said, we might go from S2 Black to a microfiber pad with Ultra Cut, then to Fixer, then to Essence. The goal here is perfection, to make this as perfect as possible. And with how we're starting, we're gonna have to make a bunch of clear coat and pass coating fly on this thing to get all these scratches out. So that's kind of where we're at. Excuse the mess. Dom's been thrashing to get this GTS done, so the shop is a little bit in tatters right now. But anyway, here we go. Alright guys, you'll notice I'm using a big 6-inch with this real heavy cutting pad, microfiber pad. And one thing to keep in mind is keeping this on the angle that you're working on. Even though it's a DA, you can burn through these edges easier than you think on this color paint. So you'll see, you know, working a line like this and then coming back and working it like that where the pad's not even touching at the bottom. Also, you'll notice I have a bunch of smaller pads, but this has the biggest throw. I've gotten pretty efficient with using this in, you know, tighter spots like this and over here, where typically you would grab a 3-inch. This will do way more work, way faster than grabbing the smaller tools. So we'll get this wiped off and then we'll go to stage 2. Alright guys, welcome back. Day 2. Stayed here till about I think 10:30 last night, and I was able to get this side of the truck polished. Half of the hood's done, and I got kind of halfway through the back of this tailgate. You can see it's real hazy, it's just cut. I need to get to work on this, spend an hour or so on this morning, and then I can get going on the other side of the truck. Alright guys, you probably noticed on the roof I have switched to my Milwaukee DA. Really the only time I reach for this thing. It's so heavy and bulky, but anytime I'm doing a roof or a hood where I don't want to have the cord over my back, this thing is super nice to not have a cord in the way. But yeah, that's why you saw me switch from the Rupes to the Milwaukee. It's a nice tool. Definitely not my favorite. I only reach for it in situations like that where I don't want a cord. We're done polishing this thing. Giant before and after on this one. Came out pretty sweet. Took as much clear off as I felt comfortable. Got it looking like a mirror. And once we put the coating on it, it's gonna look even better, even glossier. But I'll show you how it looks right now. All right, so here's what we're gonna be putting on the truck. This is Xpel's best coating. This has an 8-year warranty. Still have to touch the car every 12 months to keep the warranty. But this stuff claims to go on at 0.9 mils thickness, 9H pencil hardness. You have to be a professional installer to get your hands on this. It's definitely my favorite coating. Yeah, definitely one of the best, if not the best coatings on the market, in my opinion. Been using this for over a year now and really love it. It is going to make this paint pop like crazy. Not that it isn't already looking really nice, but once we get Fusion on there, it is going to make it look deeper, glossier, a little bit more wet. So here we go. Let's get to work. All right, guys, one thing you'll notice, I was moving quick. This coating really depends on temperature, humidity, how fast it sets up. Right now it's setting up very fast, almost instantly. So you gotta work real fast, because this is not like a CarPro product or whatever you guys use at home, Chemical Guys, Adams, whatever. If you don't get this coating off, you can't get it off unless you polish it. It sets up very, 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 very hard. And you can't get it off. You know, a CarPro product, you can come back a half hour later. If you find a high spot, you can wipe it off. This, you come back and find a high spot, you're polishing it. And the way I do it, if I ever find a high spot, does happen, I just repolish the entire panel and recoat the entire thing, because you'll get a spot, you can see where the polish went across it. So you got to be really diligent. I'm using 2-towel method. I'm using CarPro 2-phase towels. One to kind of level it real fast and the other one to buff it off, but you have to move quick and you have to know what you're doing if you're using these coatings. That's why you have to be certified to install this stuff. But the gloss is insane. It's coming out sick, real happy. Last thing I forgot to mention is I didn't plan on actually coating this tonight. I was gonna do it in the morning, so I don't have a respirator on. You should 100% be wearing a respirator when using any ceramic coating, especially something like this. So, yeah, anyone that's gonna comment you should have on a respirator, you are absolutely right, I should, but I don't today, so Godspeed. And done. Come on with it. Looks awesome. My goal is always perfection, or as perfect as I can make something. I would say we got out 99% of the scratches in this thing. There is definitely still a couple in it, but it's about as comfortable as I feel cutting it is where we stopped. So I'll give you guys some beauty shots. If you made it this far in the video, I'll give you a little bonus tomorrow morning when I get here. Little GTS action. Got to get this baby coated. So this is PPF, so we're gonna wash this and get it ready to lay some Xpel on this. But truck came out killer. And I'll show you guys some glamour shots. It's the next morning, and give you a little bonus footage in this video. I'm gonna get the GTS, which is one of my favorite 911s out there. It's basically like the grown-up GT3, kind of a step above, in my opinion, of a GT3 Touring. It's just a beautiful car. It's awesome. So I polished this car about a week ago. My partner Dom just put Xpel PPF on the entire car, and I'm gonna get it washed today, and then we're gonna put Xpel Fusion Plus premium coating over the PPF. So give you a little 5-minute bonus episode here in this video. All right, got the car all washed up, dried it really good, let it sit in here in the heat and get dry as possible. Now we're gonna go over the whole car with the racer. This is essentially isopropyl alcohol with a couple of the detergents in it, and get this thing ready to coat it. Let's go. right, guys, got that done. Came out killer. I polished this, then down put PPF on it, then we put Xpel ceramic on top of it. And the reason we do that is it makes it so much nicer to wash these PPF cars, and it brings out quite a bit more gloss. Overall, it's just a total win. If you're going to spend this much money to have a car completely PPF'd every inch of it, definitely worth spending a couple extra bucks to have me go around and coat it. So that's kind of the deal. If you guys made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace!